Welcome to Win the Sulky with Kevin McDermott. Bob Hayden here as we kick off a new week. And Kevin, what's been going on with you so far in 2016?
Things started off a little slow, and we've been racing a lot of horses the last couple of weeks, and things have been going good.
25 years you've been on your own now. I looked that up. 1991 you went on your own.
Ready for retirement.
Retirement coming soon. Okay, let's get right to the big boy here, right off the bat. We're going to start with a Hypnotic Blue Chip. What's your memory of Hypnotic Blue Chip? He was bought that year at the January Meadowlands sale?
My memory of Hypnotic Blue Chips when he bit my neck and cut my carotid artery and I was bleeding out. But he was a great horse, best horse I ever had, and a lot of good times.
When he made that move to the 3/4 that day in Hambo Day, that was one of the most unbelievable things, and I think you agree with me. That was one of the fastest moves I've ever seen a horse. That was It's Fritz stuff.
Yeah, that was scary. You know, he was such a good horse. He had a lot of issues, and he raced good. He was a great horse.
47-2, 14 years after Janice Beach Boy did it. You know, one of the most famous races in Meadowlands history was Varenne winning the Breeders' Crown 2001 in world record time. You were in that race and with a supplement.
And I went in the winner's circle with Varenne afterwards. It was.
Well, I couldn't tell. There were 500 people there. So
yeah, we had Anklet Hanover in there. We got the nickel, got our money back.
That was a fun time, fun race. Never forget that. How about we're looking at the 6th race? Let's take a look at Danish Durango here tonight. Danish Durango is coming off a victory, I believe a lifetime mark last week, 53-4. What about him?
You know, we had him going real good earlier in the year, and he got off behind there. He was sore right hind, and he couldn't trot the turn, so we gave him a couple weeks off, and he was fantastic in the qualifier, and he raced real good his first start back. And last week, by all means, we thought he'd be first or second. And David said he really dug deep. He's a good horse. That horse is a 5- and 6-year-old. He's going to be a really good horse someday.
Last year, I'm looking at, he had a moderate kind of year. Was he staked last year? How did that work?
You know, I bought him off Alka Vonstead, and earlier in the year, he went a PA sire there at the Meadows, and he was on the road to the Hambletonian. They thought he was going to be a serious horse, and I could see that. He has the ability. You just got to try to bring it out in him.
And did you notice the trainer and driver of the two, Jack Parker Jr.? Was that the first guy you worked for, or close?
He was the second, but Jackie was my man. He taught me everything. He treated me like a son, and I love Jack. I remember when he got injured. I remember when he was in the coma, and I remember when he won his first race back with I'm a Wander. He's a fantastic human being.
Yep, it's good to see Jack back. And okay, Miladys Monet, first start of the year. Tell us a little bit about him. He comes off a big year again last year. This is a tough one.
Well, last year we raced him about 15 straight months. And I think at the end it started to catch up on him a little bit. The hard tracks in the winter didn't help his feet. He has some feet issues. And truthfully, he couldn't come back any better this year. I don't know if he's ready to beat Rose Run Parker tonight, but he was fantastic in the qualifier. Jason told me not to qualify him back, that he was ready to go. And I expect a great year from him. I really do. It's going to be a shortened year this year, but a lot of money to race for.
He likes his track, we know. Now, his sire Revenue was an outstanding trotter at 6 and 7. Is that something that played into your decision?
He's definitely better this year. I don't know if it's just not from the winter track. Last year, I mean, you could train him without hobbles, but not a lot. I've trained him in 57 here a couple weeks ago without hobbles. He's very good this year.
Okay, tomorrow night in 10th race, number 4, Baddix Hanover. See any stock? He's not a bad horse, right?
Baddix Hanover has the ability to be a great horse. I mean, John got caught in with him in the matron there. Horse stopped in our face. But he hasn't been trying since he come back. Georgie Knapp thought he should have won the other day, even though it was a real windy day. We trained him really hard this week, and I think we can get a big effort out of him tomorrow night.
I think we're all getting old when I look back in the facts books and saw that you were the youngest trainer ever to have a sub-50 winner, Danger of Fire. How about those days? Danger of Fire, Kendall Missile, Kiwi Cinder. Those are the salad days, weren't they?
You know, it was actually when I loved the business. I mean, it's tough to love the business anymore, the way things are going and stuff, but I had the world in my hands at that point. I had every good horse, and we had a good time.
Give me what I need. And how about the Arts Place mare? Yes, it's true. Boy, she rattled off a whole bunch in a row.
Yeah, I think she won like 15, 16 in a row, made $1 million for Dave Offenberg, and we sold her, and she was actually in foal to Western Hanover and died, which was a tragedy, but she was a great horse.
You worked also for Nick Sedano and Linda Toscano. What memories do we have there?
Nick was a great boss. I kind of ran the show a lot for Nick because he was around, but he was running around a lot. Linda was like a sister to me. Linda was fantastic, and you know what? I'm best friends with both of them to this day. We get along great.
And when you were a kid, you actually wrote to Jim Doherty. He wrote back. You kind of corresponded. That's one of the ways you got into business, right?
Yeah, Jimmy Doherty, Stanley Dancer, and you know what? They were respectful. They They always wrote me back, and every time one of my horses win, if I see someone outside the winner's circle, I always invite them in the winner's circle because it's something I would have loved, and people get a real big kick out of it.
And 1,478 career wins, 22 million earnings for Kevin McDermott. Are we going to make a big deal out of 1,500? Are you going to hit it this meet?
Well, I missed 1,000, I know that, and I would have liked to seen that milestone, and I am very proud to get 1,500 wins, so I would love to do it here, and I doubt I'm going to see 1,600, so I'll be very happy to get 1,500.
All right, well, the talent and the personality, did they go to John or to you, or did you guys split that up? How'd that work with the ability and John's a pretty good interview too.
Yeah, John learned everything from me.
He's been in a couple paces too, I think, so I think you have to catch up there.
Yeah, he's probably back there listening to me.
All right, Kevin McDermott, thanks for stopping by. Good luck with the trotters tonight. You got a couple of brand name trotters in on the card, and I'll be back right after this. Jen Bongiorno and myself look at the card and this week.
Thank you.